Well, here we are at Rotorua railway station, ready for a start of the trip. Looks like everybody's here. Brand new Defender, first edition, classic road. Quite a few interesting iterations of Range Rovers and Land Rovers. Here's a real early one. There's one over there. I think we're just about ready to head off. I may possibly be just waiting for another guy to come. Lovely valley we're going through here. I must say that swapping adventure bike riding for four-wheel adventuring is certainly a lot more comfortable. Certainly, temperature's up to 12 degrees now. I've got down to 8 at one stage. Got the heater going. It's raining a little bit, but the nice leather seats, comfy. The big V8 purring away. Much more comfortable than a KTM 690. Got through a nice little bit of native bush here. I just passed a sign that said Kawhia 35k's. Well, Kawhia's on the coast, the west coast, Kawhia Harbour. So we're not too far away from the coast. Looks like we're just climbing up over a little ridge. Flash looking house. Crystal Lake. Interesting name for a property out here. Oh, there's another one. Rangamaree Bush Retreat. I suppose I must get a few tourists out here. Oh, that's interesting. No exit road, Okoko Road. Well, this must be, Kevin talked about taking us to an old coal mine. So it's probably up here since we can't. The roads are no exit, it must be up here somewhere.
Was that the wrong way?
Nice little lake in there. Maybe that's what that Crystal Lake place was all about. This is a flooded coal mine, and the coal mine was first used to supply coal for the New Zealand Cooperative Dairy Company factory at Te Aomuru, apparently according to Kevin. And now the property's been bought by two Auckland families who've got their houses over there, and they use it for water skiing. I don't know how far it goes around the corner, but apparently it's very, very deep. And what a beautiful place to own. But jealous. The heavy rain's just stopped while we're parked up here. Well, the rest of the guys back there. Oh, the weather's still not looking good. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's lovely to be out and about. Well, I'm glad I've got my inverter working in the back there. I've got a spare battery charging for the camera while I'm driving along, charging off the inverter. I've just changed batteries where we stopped at that lake, because the first one wasn't fully charged anyway. And I'm trying to charge the camera from the car in the front here at the same time, and I've got a feeling it's supposed to work, but I'm not sure whether it actually is. The charge light's not going, but I'm not sure whether the charge light just doesn't go while the camera's running. Anyway, we'll soon find out.
That I put wrong, the bulldozer is just up here on the right. You'll see it just around the corner here.
No wonder I couldn't see it before.
Yeah, it should be there. It is sitting on the gorse on the right. We just passed it now on the green rangie. Yeah, it's sitting in amongst all the gorse there, so it blends in quite well being yellow.
Well, I still didn't see it, Ollie, but never mind. Got to know where to look, I suppose. Oh, what a beautiful view! Out to my right there, there's a fantastic...
Yeah, it's free to a good home. You just got to come and pick it up. I don't know quite what's involved in getting it running. It may have water in it, it may not, but it was a really nice tidy bulldozer about 10 years ago, and it's been sitting outside for a while.
Yeah, like I was saying, just over to the right I can see the Kawhia Harbour. It's fantastic.
Maybe it'll be a good club project. Yeah, I don't think it would take too much to get it going. It's got a winch on the back as well, and it's got a blade on it, obviously. Did you say that it's free? It is free, but I'd have to organise going, but...
How much does it weigh?
I'd say it's about 9 tonne or so.
That's not bad.
Now the range you'd pull it.
Doesn't mean a lot to me. All we need is someone with a big shed and a workshop.
1 hour, 5 minutes completed. You covered 39.18 kilometers. Your current speed is 46.2 kilometers per hour.
We'd have to drop the fence and then you just winch it out onto the flatbed. It's a tilt deck flatbed, I should say, so the whole deck goes down and touches the road kind of thing, and then he's got a big winch on the end of it.
So now what we need is an engineering workshop that can look after it. That's back.
You and your bloody bulldozers, man.
I wasn't talking about you, Ian. Come on.
I think there's some space down the back of Acme Engineering in Tauranga, actually.
Was it a 2 or a 4?
It's a D4, and it's the later D4, so it's a D4 something.
7U.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Sounds like it might be a rusty D4.
Yeah, it's got a bit of rust.
But it's free.
It is free, yes.
A little narrow bit here. Stick down there. Yeah, oh, you won't be able to see it on the camera, but there's a beautiful view ahead of the Kawhia Harbour. At least I presume it's the Kawhia Harbour, because that's where we're in the vicinity of. Oh, car coming the other way. How odd. Not window open weather. Too cold out there, showing 11 degrees on my outside temperature. I'm using Motion X GPS to do the tracking for this trip. It's also really good to download tracks and you know, install them on the app, and then it'll follow the track if you're in a group or a planned trip or something like that. It's good. Well, I wanted to just track this route in case I ever want to come back here again.
Now it's a lot of sawmilling up the Scully.
I hit the mill out here, and where we came to a clearing here, they used to cut the logs, put the top of the cliff here, and let them go down the cliff to the river, pull them out.
Oh, really? That's good.
Down this Kelly Road,
Downhill again.
there is Maricopa Tunnel for some of you that have been here before. I'll explain a little bit more about it.
Okay, shall do.
Robert Houston Memorial Reserve, eh? Private land upon blah 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 blah. I'll read it later. Got a photo.
On a fine day, you can see half the King Country and part of the Waikato from here, but today's not going to give us any opportunity.
Lunch in Te Puke and Pupu. Actually, we're just about to leave now, so. Well, we had a lovely lunch stop at Pupu, or Pio Pio. Yeah, anyway, that's where we stopped for lunch. And had a break for a little while. Now we're heading inland.
Have you seen a satellite dish this big on the right hand side, Ollie?
We'll be there shortly. Yeah, we're heading inland now, whereas before we were heading sort of
What was that, sorry?
coastal side of the main road.
Have a look at the satellite dish up on your right hand side.
Yeah, it's big, alright. Big white one. I suppose when you live in a valley like this, it's hard to get a signal. It's huge. Huge big satellite dish.
You could probably call these rocks the giant's marbles, couldn't you?
Certainly lots of rocks. They've all washed down off the hill at some stage. Maybe there's a big watercourse came through here at some stage. River. Who knows? Because they're rounded, so they've been withered and eroded. We've just been to visit the little village of Aria here in the King Country. I had a bit of trouble with my camera, couldn't get it to format my spare SD card, but we've got it going now. So we're just heading back from Aria, winding our way south roughly towards Abakino via the back roads. So just thought I'd turn the camera on now to capture a bit of the countryside. This is quite a strong dairy farming area, believe it or not, more so now, but it used to be way back in the day. They've even got the remains of the old Aria Cooperative Dairy Company back in the village, but now that's all shut down. But I know quite a few people still farm here, dairy farm, These are dairy farms we're going past now. It's tough country. There was quite a long time when this area, I don't know what was the reason why the original dairy company shut down, but it was probably to do with volume getting taken over by the bigger companies like New Zealand Cooperative Dairy Company and later on the Dairy Board, but not the Dairy Board, the Fonterra. But this country used to be riddled with tuberculosis due to the fact that there were a lot of possums here, and the possums spread the TB to the cows, and it became a hotspot for TB. It didn't stop them farming, it just made it another thing they had to do, look out for, and it was hard to sell cattle out of this area to other areas of the country without having them really rigorously tested to make sure they weren't going to spread the disease around the country. But eventually they cleared it, and I was still dairy farming when this area became clear of TB, and it was probably only about 25 years ago. That's about all I know about Aria. Used to know a guy who lived here.
We are waiting for the others. We can't see them behind us.
We finished up getting back onto the main highway 3 between Rotorua and New Plymouth, just for a couple of k's. Now we've turned off again to the left hand side, so still heading south roughly, but we're now following the Awakino River. And Awakino is the place we're heading for as tonight's destination, so probably it's fair to assume that we're going to follow the river all the way down to the mouth, the river mouth. So I've never seen it this far up and this narrow before, but it certainly gets to be quite a big river when you get to the other end of it. Well, I was wrong about following the Awakino River. We're going up in the hills again. That's little baby lambs there. Probably a good example of the one of the policies of the New Zealand dairy industry is that they'll pick up milk from anywhere within reason. So it means if you want to have a dairy farm in the middle of this sort of country, you can. Doesn't mean there won't be some conditions applied, but still, they are obliged to pick up and process your milk. And that's the beauty of the New Zealand dairy industry. It's a cooperative, for all intents and purposes anyway. I mean, it's big business now, but it's still, at a farmer level, supplier level, it's still cooperative, and so anyone who wants to supply milk can. This road's getting really nice and narrow and windy now. Good nick though. Might only be a single lane, but it's in bloody good condition. Yeah, we're only doing between 20 and 30 kilometres an hour through this road, but that's as fast as you need to go. It's pretty windy. Probably doesn't show it so much on with the wide angle camera, but it certainly is a tight little road. Cool though, really loving it. sign for the Albukino Hotel, where we'll be
Looks
spending
like
the night.
whitebait season has started.
Yeah, it sure does. Now you can see how big the Albukino River is now. Huge compared to what it was when we first saw it. Here we are at the Albukino pub. Looks like it's going to be a free-for-all for parking. Now we're trying to line the vehicles up in year range from the oldest, which is the Series 1 over there, to the newest, which is the brand new Defender there. But this guy's arrived later than the others and he's 87, so now we have to slot him in. Old Ray. Nice truck though. Right, takes a little bit longer to get organised. We've still got a Range Rover here to deal with. Mike and Kathy are a bit late turning up, so they had to go on the end because we couldn't reshuffle with the amount of traffic going past on the road. But here they all are. 2021, 2020, 99, 99. 98, I think, 97, 88, the classic, I think it's 1980 something, but I think that classic is 83, and that one's 73, the green one, and the Series 1 is 54. Just here at the lookout to have a look at the river, the Mokau River mouth. All the trucks lined up. There's a lovely view for the camera, looking up the coast. Don't know how much of it the camera's picking up, but pretty awesome. The zoom on actually. So this is the Waikato Tunnel. Goes down to the beach apparently. Not a lot of room for parking. Plenty of room, eh? Don't know what place that is down there, but it looks very, very nice. Ah, now I know what it is. It's Maricopa. It says so on the sign. Welcome to Maricopa. Just winding our way down through this lovely little bush track towards the Maricopa Falls. I can hear them. Can't be too far away. Been on this track now for a couple of minutes. All downhill, which means it's all uphill on the way back, of course. Sorry for the jiggling around, but holding my phone in front of me. Beautiful spot, isn't it? Almost underground. Get that there. Now, if we look at there's the river, and we go up, and there's the natural bridge. But then, if you keep going higher, there's a roof to this thing. So, it says on the information that it was once probably a cave, and the roof caved in. Well, basically, this is the end of the day. We're at the end of the trip. We're at Waitomo Caves, and a few people leaving the group now and making their way home. Well, thanks everyone for watching the King Country cruising video. I filmed this way back in August 2020. One of the first trips, well, was the first trip I'd ever been away for the weekend with the Landrover Enthusiasts Club. And it was great, really enjoyed it. Met a lot of nice new people, a lot of good people, had a few laughs, and yeah, learnt lots of stuff. So if you enjoyed this video, keep watching, keep subscribing, and I'll be making some more fairly shortly. We're still in lockdown here in New Zealand, so I can't go out and about too much, but I've got quite a bit of old footage I want to go through and redo. So we'll see you then.